So, you've got an idea, a brilliant one, the kind that keeps you up at night sketching on napkins and dreaming about changing the world, or at least your corner of it. The energy, the excitement, it's electric. I've been there. I know that feeling. But then, reality hits you like a ton of bricks. You need money, capital, the fuel for your fire. And the first thing everyone thinks is, I need a loan, or I need a big investor to write a massive check. That's where most people get it wrong. They immediately think they have to go into massive debt or give away half their company before they've even sold a single thing. Let me tell you something straight up. You don't need a fat wallet or a friendly loan officer to get started. I've seen countless entrepreneurs with nothing but grit and a great idea build empires from the ground up. The biggest mistake you can make is thinking that a lack of funding is a dead end. It's not. It's a challenge. It's a test to see how badly you really want it. It forces you to be smarter, more creative, and more resourceful than the person who just gets a blank check. The best businesses are often forged in the fires of financial constraint. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the real-world strategies, the hustles, that successful entrepreneurs use to get their businesses off the ground. We're talking about smart, creative ways to raise money without drowning in debt or giving up a huge chunk of your equity right out of the gate. This isn't about theory. This is about practical, actionable steps you can take right now. So, if you're ready to learn how to fund your dream without selling your soul to a bank, pay close attention. Let's get to work. Alright, first up is bootstrapping. This is the foundation. This is where you prove the concept to the most important investor you'll ever have, yourself. Bootstrapping means using your own savings and running your operation as lean as humanly possible. Forget the fancy office, the expensive software, and the catered lunches. Every single dollar you spend has to have a purpose, and that purpose should be generating revenue. Are you spending money on something that directly helps you make a sale? If the answer is no, cut it. It's that simple. This isn't about being cheap. It's about being disciplined. It's about prioritizing what actually moves the needle. This approach gives you the one thing that is more valuable than any check someone can write you: control. When you're using your own money, you answer to no one. You can pivot, you can experiment, you can make decisions quickly, without needing a board meeting. Start small, focus on getting those first paying customers, and reinvest every penny you make back into the business. Use free tools, and trust me, there are free or low-cost alternatives for almost everything, from accounting software to marketing platforms. Your goal here isn't to look like a big company, it's to become a profitable one. That's the only metric that matters in the beginning. Okay, so you've squeezed every last drop out of your own resources. What's next? You look to your personal network. I know. Mixing business with friends and family can get messy. People call it the friends, family, and fools round for a reason. But if you do it right, it can be a powerful stepping stone. These are the people who believe in you, not just your idea. They've seen your work ethic, they know your character, and they might be willing to take a chance on you when no one else will. This isn't just about asking for cash either. Maybe your cousin is a web developer who can build your site, or your old college roommate is a marketing whiz who can offer advice. The key here, and I can't stress this enough, is to treat it like a real business transaction. Do not do a handshake deal over dinner. Put everything in writing. A formal agreement, a loan document, a safe note, whatever it is, get it on paper. Clearly define the terms. Is it a loan with interest? Is it an investment for a small piece of equity? What are the expectations? Being professional from the start protects your relationships and your business. If you aren't serious enough to formalize the deal, you're not serious enough to be taking their money, period. Show them the respect their trust deserves. Now let's talk about my favorite kind of money-free money. That's what grants are. This is non-repayable funding. You don't give up equity, and you don't have to pay it back. Governments, non-profit foundations, and even large corporations offer grants to support small businesses, especially those in specific industries like tech, sustainability, or social impact. Finding them takes work, don't get me wrong. You have to be a detective. You'll be digging through government websites, industry-specific foundations, and corporate social responsibility pages. It's a grind, and the application process can be long and competitive. But think about the ROI. You're investing your time to potentially get thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars in non-dilutive capital. You need to tailor each application, read the requirements carefully, and tell a compelling story about how your business aligns with the grant's mission. For example, here in Europe you have organizations like the StartComp Foundation, which specifically helps early-stage businesses. Look for local, state, and national programs. Every no you get is just practice for the yes that could change the game for your company, so start searching. The money is out there if you're willing to hunt for it. If you have a solid idea, particularly in the tech space, and you're ready for intense growth, incubators and accelerators are a huge opportunity. Think of these as boot camps for startups. They provide a small amount of seed funding, typically in the range of $20,000 to $150,000, in exchange for a small slice of equity, usually somewhere between 5 and 10%. But honestly, the money is almost a secondary benefit. The real value is the ecosystem they provide. You get access to world-class mentorship from people who have built and sold companies, a structured program to refine your business model, and yeah, an invaluable network of fellow founders, investors, and potential partners. Programs like Y Combinator, Techstars, and 500 Startups are famous for a reason. They have a track record of turning small startups into household names. Getting in is incredibly competitive, but the process of applying a loan will force you to sharpen your pitch and really scrutinize your business plan. They push you to grow faster in 3 months than you would in 2 years on your own. It's a high-pressure environment, but if you can handle the heat, you'll come out the other side with a much stronger, more fundable, and more scalable business. It's an injection of cash, knowledge, and connections all at once. Crowdfunding has completely changed the game for consumer products. Platforms like Kickstarter and Indiegogo allow you to pitch your idea directly to the public and raise money from your future customers. You're not just asking for money, you're validating your market. If thousands of people are willing to pay for your product before it even exists, you've got something special. That's powerful data you can take to retailers, distributors, and future investors. It proves demand in the most direct way possible. You're essentially pre-selling your product and using that cash to fund your first production run. But don't be fooled. A successful crowdfunding campaign is a full-time job. It's not if you build it, they will come. You need a killer video, compelling storytelling, and attractive reward tiers. Your story is everything. Why are you doing this? What problem are you solving? People invest in the why as much as the what. And here's a pro tip. Your campaign starts long before you launch. You need to build a community on social media and an email list weeks, even months in advance. You need to have the first 30% of your funding goal lined up from your own network to pledge on day one. That early momentum creates social proof and gets you featured on the platform. It's a calculated marketing assault. This strategy is one of the purest forms of business. You get paid before you deliver the product or service. Think about it. Pre-orders and subscriptions are a fantastic way to generate cash flow with very little upfront capital. If you have a product, you can start taking pre-orders on your website. This not only gives you the money needed for manufacturing, but also helps you gauge demand, so you don't overproduce. You're essentially using your customers' money to fund your inventory, which is a brilliant position to be in. It minimizes your risk dramatically. For service-based or software businesses, subscriptions are the holy grail. Instead of a one-time sale, you create a recurring revenue stream. A customer paying you $20 a month is far more valuable over the long term than a customer paying you $200 once. This steady, predictable income makes your business incredibly attractive and stable. It allows you to forecast your finances, plan for growth, and demonstrate a sustainable business model. Whether it's a product of the month club or a software as a service platform, building a subscription model can be your ticket to long-term financial health without needing a huge initial investment. You don't always have to go it alone. Sometimes the smartest move you can make is to team up. Look around your industry for other businesses that are complementary to yours, not competitive. A business that serves the same customer base as you, but with a different product or service, is a perfect potential partner. For example, if you sell high-end coffee beans, you could partner with a company that makes artisanal coffee mugs. You can cross-promote to each other's audiences, bundle your products, or even share resources like marketing costs or distribution channels. This can go even deeper. A larger, more established company might see value in what you're doing and be willing to make a strategic investment. They're not just a financial investor, they become a partner that can open doors for you, give you access to their supply chain, or help you scale your operations. This isn't about finding a competitor to work with. It's about finding an ally. The goal is mutual growth. You're looking for a 1 + 1 = 3 scenario, whereby working together both businesses become more valuable than they would be on their own. It's a powerful way to grow without just throwing money at the problem. Cash isn't the only currency in the startup world. Sometimes the most valuable resource you have is your own skill set or a piece of your company. This is where bartering comes in. Don't have the cash to pay a lawyer for legal advice? Maybe you can offer them your marketing services in exchange. Need a website designed but your bank account is empty? Find a talented freelance designer who needs help with their business plan? You can trade your skills and services for things you desperately need, preserving your precious cash for expenses you absolutely can't avoid. Taking this a step further, some key collaborators might be willing to work for equity. This is common for co-founders, but you can also offer small amounts of equity to crucial early hires or advisors. If you find a brilliant developer who believes in your vision, they might agree to a lower salary in exchange for a piece of the upside. Be careful here. Equity is your most valuable asset, so don't give it away lightly. But for the right person who can bring immense value and fill a critical gap in your team, offering them a stake in the company can align their incentives with yours and get you top-tier talent you couldn't otherwise afford. If you've got a great pitch and you're not afraid of the spotlight, pitch competitions are a fantastic option. These events are organized by universities, venture capital firms, and industry organizations, and they offer a stage for you to present your business to a panel of judges, usually experienced investors and entrepreneurs. The best part? The prize is often a no-strings-attached cash award. We're talking prize money from a few thousand to over $100,000 that is non-dilutive. You win it, it's yours. No repayment, no equity given away. But even if you don't win the grand prize, the benefits are huge. Just participating gives you incredible visibility. You're pitching to a room full of potential investors, customers, and media. You'll get direct, honest feedback on your business model and your presentation from people who know what they're talking about. That feedback alone is worth its weight in gold. And the networking is priceless. You never know who you'll meet at these events. Winning is great, but the exposure, the feedback, and the connections you make are the real trophies. It's a high-leverage activity that can pay off in multiple ways. So there you have it. 9 ways to get your business funded without ever stepping foot inside a bank to ask for a loan. We've covered everything from bootstrapping and leaning on your network to winning grants and dominating crowdfunding. The path isn't easy, and it requires more hustle, more creativity, and more grit than just signing a loan document. But this is how you build a resilient, sustainable business from the ground up. This is how you maintain control of your vision and your company's destiny. The excuse of "I don't have money" is just that, an excuse. The real currency of a startup isn't cash, it's resourcefulness. It's about looking at the resources you have, not the ones you don't, and figuring out how to make them work. Every entrepreneur who has ever made it big started with less than they needed. The challenge of funding is what separates the dreamers from the doers. So take these strategies, adapt them to your situation, and start executing. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect investor. The time is now. Go out there and build something that matters. The world is waiting for your idea. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this breakdown valuable, and that it gives you the confidence to take that next step. The journey is tough, but it's worth it. If you want more no-nonsense advice on building and growing your business, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have a lot more to cover. Now stop watching videos. Go make something happen.